Plymouth city leaders could put into place stricter guidelines for short-term rentals as soon as this summer. At Tuesday night's Plymouth City Council meeting, staff presented a draft ordinance that would enact a list of policies for owners of short-term rentals. It would impact places that rent for a month or less at a time, like what you'd find on VRBO or Airbnb. Among the proposed rules, no rentals for less than 7 days, and all owners have to comply with public safety training. In March, some residents shared concerns after a deadly shooting inside a short-term rental home.
I think by and large, we don't have a lot of problems. So we want to strike that balance between making sure that, public safety concerns are addressed. This isn't a disruption to neighborhoods, but that we have some kind of rules in place so that if we run into an issue, we can try and address it.
City staff is inviting public comment before the draft ordinance is expected to come back up for a vote at the June 13th City Council meeting. It was quite a weekend for Maple Grove residents living near the Elm Creek Park Reserve. A baby bear was spotted in their neighborhood, eventually climbing up a tree. This week, Three Rivers Park District and DNR wildlife staff found the cub, which weighed 7 pounds. The cub was taken to a wildlife center near Lake Mille Lacs, where it will be nurtured until it can go out on its own, which is expected to be next spring. Three Rivers officials tell CCX News that it's not known if this is one of the cub triplets seen with their mama in recent weeks in the Elm Creek Park Reserve. A popular Golden Valley bakery recently reopened with more space and a new name. Although sticklers for proper grammar may cringe at the decision to rebrand the shop formerly known as Valley Pastries, the owners wanted to go with something funner.
It's just a place that's part of the community.
A tasty treat.
All right, do you like chocolate or white frosting on your donut?
Chocolate.
All right.
Is the perfect way to get a morning started.
We just need a little inspiration this morning.
If you disagree, just ask the steady stream of customers.
You get a good glazed donut, the nut rolls are all really good, and it's a neighborhood place.
Making their way to this newly renovated bakery along Medicine Lake Road in Golden Valley.
Now that it's all fully decorated and lit, I think it is a blast. It's like a little event coming here now.
With music blasting and spinning disco lights.
You want to pick one more?
This isn't your typical bakery experience.
There you go.
In fact, one might even call it funner.
I'm a child that's been trying to make things funner my entire life, so this is a little bit of our personality.
Mike Getty is one of the owners of Funner Brothers Donut Company. It's the bakery formerly known as Valley Pastries. Earlier this year, they decided to expand their shop and undergo a complete remodel.
It's fun, it's unique. I've never walked into another donut shop where there's a huge mural and there's lights spinning around and it's kid friendly and it's what we feel a donut shop be. It's donuts, it's cookies, it's good things.
Good things like a mural with a few throwbacks to the 80s and a cart where kids can design their own donuts. And of course, there was the name change to something grammatically incorrect.
I did have an English teacher tell me once that funner wasn't a word, and she's going to be the first one to get a t-shirt.
Essentially, the idea was to make the place fun and inviting, because ultimately, people are coming here for the donuts, not a lesson in grammar.
When I first heard it, I did not like it because I don't like change, but now I love it. I think it's the play on funner not actually being a real word, but it works and it's funny. It's perfect.
The City of New Hope will have a new city manager starting this summer. The New Hope City Council confirmed Reese Bertholf for the role this week. His first day with the city is June 12th. He was previously deputy city manager of Beaufort, South Carolina. New Hope has been without a permanent city manager since Kirk McDonald retired in June of last year. Police Chief Tim Hoyt has served as acting city manager since McDonald's retirement. Was it the butler in the library with the candlestick? I don't have a clue, but you'll soon have a chance to find out this weekend as SOAR Regional Arts takes to the stage with its own twist on the popular board game Clue. Sarah Allen has more in today's Weekend Showcase.
Mrs. Peacock, I presume.
Clue fans will have a chance to see their favorite characters come to life in the stage adaptation of the popular board game and cult classic film.
It's a ridiculously complicated and hilarious murder mystery.
Here I am,
Professor Plum.
if you say so.
The stage version will better acquaint audiences with Mrs. Peacock, Professor Plum, and Mr. Green.
Mr. Green is he's a very agitated fellow. He doesn't want anybody to think that he's done anything wrong because he plays by the rules to the T.
Miss Scarlet, welcome.
And of course, shine the spotlight on the inner workings of Colonel Mustard, Mrs. White, and Miss Scarlet.
She is super confident, she's super smart, and she knows what she wants, and she is used to not putting up with any shenanigans.
You didn't ask what kind of business I run.
Okay, what kind of business do you run?
They're very talented actors, but they're also just a nice group of people.
Mr. Wadsworth, will you see to it that each guest receives a gift?
And while the whodunit premise may be familiar to many, the St. Michael Cinema location also has a bit of a twist.
You know, it's a very unique show because I don't know how much live theater has ever been performed in an actual movie theater before.
It seems all 6 of you have received the same letter.
Now with the stage set, the cast is ready to engage audiences and put them at the edge of their seats.
I hope they laugh, I hope they have a good time. It's fast, it's funny, it's super entertaining.
Oh! The motorist is dead!
What?
Sarah Allen, CCX News.
Clue is on stage through Sunday.